4th year anniversary of TBC. It has been exactly 4 years from today that I, the creator of TBC, officially launched the TBC coin, which was on March 21st, 2016. I spent most of my day on hold with the airline that was scheduled to bring Stephen Cuffey, one of our 2 Goodwill ambassadors, back to his home, in the US, tomorrow. I literally listened to airline hold music on my cell phone for over 4 hours today. The airline was really backlogged with customer support calls because of the coronavirus situation. The airline agent on the phone said that the flight status is on schedule and that Stephen should be able to leave tomorrow, but that conflicted with what the international airport in Cameroon said, because according to the airport, all flights in and out of that airport are cancelled tomorrow by government mandate. We are still in limbo regarding his flight home. Stephen is safe and secure at the hotel, so don't worry, and he is in good spirits, regardless. I think everyone, all around the world right now, are still in a state of shock. Most may think that their shock comes from their concerns over this coronavirus. But the truth is, epidemics come and go now, almost every year today. The shock is coming from the panic. That is the result of how governments all over the world are responding to the coronavirus. Words like shutdown, lockdown, self-isolation, social distancing are on everyone's lips today. People are told to stay home and remain calm. Travel is very restricted right now. It's not just flights, land, rail, and sea travel, all over the world, is restricted by armed military and police. This situation is shocking. It's amazing how fast these travel restrictions happened worldwide, practically overnight. All of this has reminded me of the main reason I created TBC. I refuse to ever receive the human RFID chip, and I don't want to stand alone regarding that. Link, http://blog thebillioncoin.info/2016/1202/buyer beware poster article http://blog.thebillioncoin.info/2016/12/02/buyer beware poster article. I want at least 1 billion people to firmly stand with me in refusing the human RFID chip. I don't care if my government mandates me to get the human RFID chip, even if every government all around the world mandated that everyone must be implanted with the human RFID chip, I will refuse it. I'd rather be dead than to get it. Unfortunately, 99% of the people on Earth don't know how bad things will get if everyone gets microchipped. Most might even think the chip is a cool idea. Ignorance is our #1 enemy. Poverty encourages people to remain in a state of ignorance. Sadly, the direct approach just doesn't work. If you try to teach people that they should never get the human RFID chip, they usually won't listen to you. Most would say you are crazy. Most are in love with technology and think it is natural to want to have technology implanted in them. This is why the direct approach doesn't work. I shed my ignorance on the subject of the human RFID chip 20 years ago. Ever since then, I have had an ache in my gut that just wouldn't go away. I kept thinking, there must be a way to convince everyone in the world to not get the human RFID chip. I became a Bitcoin user in 2013, then I had an aha moment in 2015, and felt I finally had a solution on how to get everyone to refuse the human RFID chip. TBC was that solution. But we would have to eliminate poverty altogether, in order for the plan to succeed. Poverty and ignorance go hand in hand. Shedding ignorance also reveals that a global economic collapse is a carefully engineered event. The elite don't even hide their plans to depopulate the earth, and then proceed to microchip all of those that remain. So, look around, and see how coordinated the government response is to the coronavirus. Then ask yourself, could the governments also run a coordinated campaign to microchip every human being on the planet? If you are honest, you'd have to agree that yes, it could happen. Especially as a result of a global economic collapse. What if TBC made a global economic collapse impossible? We have faced a lot of challenges together over the last 4 years in TBC. Unlike most altcoins, TBC did not have an initial coin offering, ICO. From day one, TBC was always a membership-based coin and not a market-based coin. I didn't make the people wait for an ICO distribution to be completed before giving them access to their coins. They had immediate access. But here was the flaw in that plan. I did not expect people to discount the value of TBC. But they did. Many. Ruined the one thing about TBC that made TBC special: our pricing formula. Link: https://thebillioncoin.info/tbc_formula.php https://thebillioncoin.info/tbc_formula.php. Let me tell you what would have happened if nobody discounted TBC. I would have silently built a large sales force that would have sold enough TBC coins early on to cover all of the expenses in rolling out a completely decentralized TBC coin network worldwide until TBC reached mass adoption with 1 billion users. Then we'd all live happily ever after in spending our TBC coins with our merchant base. I had a team of about 10 salespeople when I started TBC. TBC was pretty much impossible to sell by the end of Foxtrot. 2016. If I was motivated solely by profits, I would have quit TBC at the end of 2016. Discounters made a huge mess of everything. So, always remember what motivates me to keep TBC going, and that is to gather 1 billion people that will stand with me in refusing the human RFID chip, should that time ever come. I figure that if an abundance-based currency, such as TBC, sweeps through the whole world, and the people will use it to free themselves from the bondage of poverty, they would gladly stand with the creator of TBC to openly refuse the human RFID chip. It would even prevent a global economic collapse from ever happening. I didn't intend to have an admin fee, and I didn't even want to have a mining fee, but the original coin developer that made the first version of TBC said it was necessary. The first version of TBC was a Bitcoin clone, much like Litecoin. That part of the plan didn't work out either. So, to stay on point, I will continue. Without funding, TBC was dead. Since my intent was to lift people out of poverty, I needed to come up with a reasonable fee that even the poor could afford. That lead to a $10 a year fee. But the majority of the members at that time refused to pay that fee. I did my best to keep TBC operational for well over a year, based on people paying that small fee. But we didn't grow fast enough. Cash reserves came pretty close to zero in December of 2018, guys. It is expensive to staff IT people that keep the development of our coin technology and websites going. It is expensive to enforce the no discounting policy ongoing, so that our TBC pricing has integrity. I also have to pay for a team of support staff every week on the help desk. I am just one person. I can't do all of those jobs by myself. So, in April of 2019, I introduced Bitcoin bounties as an option for active members. That idea has saved TBC. The monthly revenue coming in has made it much easier to pay the TBC bills every week. I'm not punishing inactive members that don't pay the monthly admin fee. But the main discounters of TBC are the inactive members. So, I placed controls on their wallets, so that they cannot do more than 5 Kringles of transactions per day, about $50 a day. Active members just have one rule to follow: get permission first from the TBC commissioner before doing transactions over $1,000 in a single day. That way active members won't discount TBC either. If discounting wasn't a problem, then I wouldn't have to jump through all of these expensive hoops to make TBC work with integrity and abundance. Based currency is a new idea, and just takes time to get people to understand this idea. This idea could literally save your life. So, yeah, we have been through some hardships together as a result. I'm not forcing anyone to join the mass adoption team. In the end, even our most negative members will thank this team for the service they will be trained to do. For all of us, many of you are excited about the rotator, and you should be. That's your great reward. Mass adoption requires a highly organized effort, you will see. But now, we face our governments together as they flex their power. This week we are in shock. But next week, I think the pain will be very real for all of us. How? Many companies will just go out of business because of the forced self-isolation. How much bigger will unemployment become as the weeks pass? Sometimes it seems like the cure is worse than the disease. Where is the undeniable evidence that coronavirus requires this kind of response? Being a law-abiding citizen has now become much more costly. So, we are in this together. The good news is that more people will be open to learning how Bitcoin bounties work, because anyone can earn them from a state of self-isolation at home. If you have a smartphone or computer, you are good to go. Billions of people have smartphones today. It is very common now. We have scripts that work, and if you follow them, you will not have any problem using up all of your admin credits each week. Dig into the training being offered by our broadcasters and leaders, and you will learn how to thrive on Bitcoin bounties. The pay is better than any regular job. Plus you get to work from home. Here is a sneak peek at the TBC009 wallet and coin network upgrades we have been working on for the past 4 months. Most of the upgrades will not really be something you see with your eyes, but let me tell you, this is an overhaul. I've spent more money on this overhaul than all of the money I have ever spent on all of our coin development over the years combined. Most of you are excited about having 15 digits of Kringles instead of just 6, like you see today in your wallets. That's just one of many features that have been included in this upgrade. No migration needed. But it will be a reboot. We will spend the next 4 weeks testing out every aspect of this upgrade, and if that goes well, we will roll it out to all of you in mid-April 2020. We will expect all of our members to upgrade before the end of May 2020. Upgrade is free of charge. Spread the news about this upgrade. My final thought for this article is, I hope all of you are equally as excited about people power as I am. It's literally what drives me. With people power, all of our dreams can come true, including the power to reject the human RFID chip, and succeed in collectively rejecting it. If 1 billion people refuse it, all of humanity will be able to refuse it, and our private TBC/Kringle economy can replace a collapsing global economy. TBC is the currency of the people, by the people, and for the people, because TBC is our birthright. Scan.